YouTube. Happy Saturday, y'all. Happy Saturday. What I got for you guys seen the title. I got 9 strong legs for you guys on this Saturday. Hopefully things pan out. Yesterday, the past few days, we've been 50% and a tad bit under 50%. But let's just see if we could get over 75% today with these 9 strong legs. I'm Rue from Elite Line Sports. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. And now let's get into the slate. Plus, I do have a one favorite leg. I will always start giving out favorite plays, depending on how much I give out, but I got one for y'all today. So let's just get into it. First off, we got the Wizards and the Raptors. Don't really like both of these teams at all. I really typically fade them, but because there's only a 3-game slate for today, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm supposed to touch them. So with that being said, I do like Bilal Coulibaly. PRA looks very good. Similar players, 73%, 11 for 15 hit rate. They get 3 over the line, which is very impressive. Devin Vassell, Champagny, Dort, Isaiah Joe, all these players, Isaac Okoro, Duncan Robinson, these players have been doing phenomenal. Bilal Coulibaly, past couple of games, 2019, he's been killing it. He's on a 5-game streak of having to get over it. When we do the line, let's just do middle of the pack for you guys. 54%. However, when he's home, 71% chance hit rate of having to get over 15.5 of his PRA. So I like it. You guys should like it. And that's the one strong leg that I like. Another one from this. Now, this one is a little bit of I'm kind of iffy about. But, however, I do like if you want to play it safe, the 19.5. If you don't want to play it safe, if you play the line sometimes like I do, the 22.5 for the points is doable. Similar hit rate for similar players look pretty good. Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant missed it by 2 points. Paolo Banchero, allowance 25.5. He got 28. Literally, the Wizards are 27 out of 30 having the guard position. When Brandon Ingram plays against bottom 10 teams, he's 52%. When he plays against bottom 5 teams, he's 50%. And when he is away, 40% on having to hit it. If you touch the lines, he is 60% on having to get over his lines. So again, Brandon Ingram, I do like the 19.5 to 20 points seems very doable. If you want to touch the line and get a little bit more juice, 22.5, I do like it. So I think the Wizards put up a fight here, and Brandon Ingram scores over 22 easily. All right, that's the 2 legs that I like from that. Lakers and Warriors. We got Luka the Don. PRA looks phenomenal. Similar players is 58% hit rate, 7 out of 12. 2 to 3 over the line. PRA there, 13 out of 30 having to guard the position. Lakers are on a 2-game L streak. I'm not sure if you guys are keeping up, but they are in the headlines and they're not looking so good. So with that being said, I think Luka's going to start holding the ball. The line was at 47.5 before. That's literally what I got here. Now it's just 48.5. So the line is moving. I still think that he gets it. So literally, I think Luka the Don's going to have to step up here, especially in a big away game. I think he definitely has to touch that. When he plays against teams that's in the middle of the pack, 10 out of 20, 66% hit rate, 4 out of 6. He's hitting it when he's on the road and he plays against teams that are in middle of the pack, which they are number 13 out of 20, 13 out of 30. So that's our third leg. Next up, I'm going to fade DeAndre Hunter here. DeAndre Hunter has been frustrated inside of the headlines. He's been very upset how the Lakers have been playing him. 10.5 seems very much like the hook is going to be there. Similar players have gotten pretty bad against the Warriors. They're not scoring well. Literally, Derek Queen, 9.5, got 8. Valanciunas got 6. Line was 7.5. Literally just goes down red. Like, centers just don't do well against the Warriors, especially being on the road with how frustrated he is of how his playing role is. Again, expect DeAndre Hunter to get under 10.5. That's what I like. But if we're just going to do the numbers, let's just say away against middle of the pack teams, because they're ranked 14 out of 30 having a guard position. Look at this. He's 1 out of 10 having a guard middle of the pack defenses. And when he's on the road, oh man, the closing lines is literally 10.5. Now, if we just do over 11, but that's not what the line is. The line is at 10.5. And ever since the month of January, he's been disgusting. He's been 4, 4, and 2 points. Like, it's just, I'm going to just ride the cold streak of DeAndre Hunter. Hopefully they find out something for him. But I'm going to just take the under on that one. Next up, we got Draymond Green, who is probable, most likely. When they say probable, that means he's going to play. So we're going to go PRA. Similar players, good 60%, 9 out of 15 hit rate. They get 1 to 2 over the line. Literally just being best friends with LeBron and LeBron playing and how old he is. I think Draymond Green's going to show out. They played against each other before. 24-19 is what he's gotten with the PRA. When Draymond Green plays bottom of the 10 teams, he's 53% having a hit. Especially when he's home, he's 37. Now let's do bottom 6 teams. Again, doesn't look too pretty if we're talking closing lines. But if we're talking simply the line, 19.5, he's 60% of having to hit that against bottom 10 teams, 55%. So I like Draymond Green here. Next up, we got a little bit of a flyer here you guys can touch, but I'm going to touch regardless. Jake LaRavia. I got Jake LaRavia here for over 7.5. His line was 7.5 before when I touched it. Now it's at 6.5, so I even like it anymore. When he plays against top 10 teams, first off, let's start off with similar players. They get 2 over the line. Hit rate is 53%. When he plays against top 10 teams, he's 40% of having a score over 60. Now, if we say they are on the road, which they are, 57% of having a score over 7 points. Now, without Hachimura, because he has been ruled out, he's 2 for 2, 100%. Jake LaRavia. I like this. He's going to play a lot of bit more minutes. And, so book in Jake LaRavia. I would say that's probably one of my favorite bets. So book in Jake LaRavia to play a big focal point here against the Warriors on the road. I think he's going to be very crucial here. Actually, I have another favorite player. How about that? Okay. So that's enough for the Lakers and the Warriors. Lastly, we got, again, teams I don't like touching. Like, teams that are tanking like the Jazz and the Wizards, it's kind of hard for me to touch, man. I just don't like doing it, but I got to. I like Saddiq Bey, 20.5. Saddiq Bey has played against this team before. He scored 42 points, which is phenomenal. The 29 out of 30 having the guard. They're very bad. Who is it again? These teams are both terrible. The Jazz are just literally, like, terrible, okay? When he plays against bottom of the tier teams, he's 6 out of 19. Now, without Trey Murphy, is what you got to really pay attention to, because without Trey Murphy, he's been on a complete tear. When he plays bottom 10 teams and his line is at 20.5, he has hit every single one of them when he plays against bottom 10 teams. Are they home? They are away. So let's just say away, 2 for 2. All right. The threes here look great too. This is also a strong pivot, but this is my favorite bet, my second favorite bet of the night. First one is Jake LaRavia, and next one is Saddiq Bey. Literally, they're 30 out of 30 having to guard the 3-point position. When he plays against teams that's bottom 10 having to guard the 3-point, he's 53% to hit. Now, if we do without Trey Murphy, he's 2 and 5. Now, if we just simply say they are away, 57% of having to hit. Similar players look pretty good too. It's a habit under 50. They've been just hitting the line, and he's a catch and shoot artist, which what the Jazz is not good at guarding. They're bottom at that. So I like Saddiq Bey points though. Okay, I like the points, 20.5. If you don't like that, you can take the threes, but I do like the points. Next up, we got Jeremiah Fears. Without DeJounte Murray, look for him to kind of increase his usage, his focal point, everything. I like everything about his PRA. The 30 out of 30 on the guard position. Similar players have gotten 3 over the line, 60% hit rate, 9 out of 15. Looks phenomenal. Plays great. When he plays against teams that's bottom 10 having to guard his position, he's 47% out of 47%. Let's just say bottom 5 because they are 30 out of 30. 62%, which looks phenomenal. And they are away, which makes it even better. 60%. No, tad bit under 60%. So listen, I like Jeremiah Fears, PRA over 22.5. And last but not least, I do think these two bottom teams do kind of make it a game. I like Kyle Filipowski. They have played against with Kyle Filipowski as starting center. He's had 6, but they lost by 11. They were away. They were they were home. So kind of look for him to kind of run it back. I do think they kind of involve Kyle Filipowski now. When he plays against bottom 10 teams, let's just say bottom 5 because that's what they are. 54% happen to hit the line. Similar plays looks great. 1 to 2 over the line, 67%. And then you have, he's not away, he's home. Right. Is he? Yeah, he's home. So 33%. Again, doesn't look too sexy, but look, these are 2 bottom 10, bottom 5 teams. So look, just kind of look for this to kind of be the outlier. If you don't want to touch this, I understand. But I did give you guys a strong pivots. Our 2 favorite plays of the night, again, is Jake LaRavia. And we got Sadiq Bey for points over 20.5. That being said, that's 3 legs. I got you guys tomorrow. Happy hunting, y'all. And I hope y'all cash out. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Appreciate y'all for tuning in.